Now for a look at what's got one Chinese blogger writing today. Our blogger is A Tiang. Little personal information available about this blogger who writes on Sina.com, but certainly he seems to be a staunch advocate of gay rights. Most posts on his site deal with gay issues of one sort or another, particularly pressure and discrimination from society. In today's piece, he stays true to form as he discusses and criticises state media's and particularly Chinese state television's coverage of a visit here by Icelandic Prime Minister Jóhanna Sigurdardóttir, the first openly lesbian head of government in the world. Before Ms Sigurdardóttir even arrived, there was much fevered speculation as to how CCTV would handle the fact that she was travelling with her wife, Jónína Leósdóttir. Now, most predicted that state media would do what it does best in such situations, studiously ignore the elephant in the room. And CCTV didn't disappoint. The channel covered the visit as if the Prime Minister were travelling alone, not including a single mention or image of her wife. Here's our blogger's views on CCTV's latest foray into inclusiveness. It is a journalistic norm that when the leader of a country visits China with their spouse, CCTV will mention the fact either in the headline or during the report. But this time, the Icelandic Prime Minister's wife appears nowhere on CCTV, erased as if she had never existed. For me, in terms of news coverage, this is a serious reporting flaw. And in terms of diplomatic protocol, it is both discourteous and insulting. Even more ironic is the fact that Hong Kong-based Phoenix Television reported the Prime Minister's expression of thanks to the Chinese government for being so friendly to her and her wife. From this, we can deduce that our government welcomed the couple warmly and treated them well, but just couldn't bear the wife appearing on camera. I guess the authorities feel reporting on her wife would give publicity to homosexuality and therefore mislead the public. How ludicrous. This affair only serves to expose CCTV's lack of basic respect and understanding of the homosexual community. As a country, China always prides itself on its courtesy, but on this occasion it was too mean-minded to devote any space to the wife of a female leader. Now, we've taken a few comments, replies to this post to give you an idea of the sort of responses it elicited for this poster. This attitude, unfortunately, far from uncommon on the internet in China. Homosexuality is something unbearable anyway. While this poster disagrees, what's the point of this charade? Their relationship is established under the law. Besides, even if CCTV manages to exclude her wife on camera, so what? People still know she has a wife and that she came to China with her. And finally, for this poster, the careful editing of the report gives pause for thought. So how many of the other reports we see are broadcast after being censored and filtered? Why not let us know the truth? Well, with that comment, we wrap up our China blog section. But next up, staying with the topic of gay leaders, we ask people on the streets of Beijing when they think China will be ready to accept openly gay government officials. Well, as we've just mentioned, of course, the Prime Minister of Iceland, Jóhanna Sigurdardóttir, has just wrapped up a visit to China, during which she met Premier Li Keqiang and President Xi Jinping. But for many Chinese people, although not apparently state media, the fact that Sigurdardóttir was accompanied by her wife was a matter of some curiosity. In coming to China, she became the first openly gay head of government to visit the country. So what have the people on the streets of Beijing got to say about it? And with more celebrities coming out of the closet in China, do they foresee a day when an openly gay person can work in government or in a leadership position without having to hide their sexual orientation, as virtually all gay officials do currently? Our researcher Shen Liao went out to ask.
I think it might upset citizens to have a gay government official. However, it's understandable for ordinary people to be gay, because everyone has their own interests and ways. You have to accept every kind of lifestyle. I think there may be government officials coming out of the closet if China becomes freer in all aspects. I'm neutral on this.
I can accept it if a normal person is gay, because I have a former colleague who is gay. But for government officials, especially at a very senior level, well, I think I'd have conflict with that. You see, it's not just about their own personal image. It has to do with the country's image. I don't think it will ever happen in China. because China has a different system and our citizens won't accept it. I wouldn't support it either.
I think it will happen in China soon because more and more countries now allow gay people to get married. I support it. The world is developing and people are more open to this.
It involves personal privacy, and I think it's a matter of another person's lifestyle, so it's not up to us to judge. I don't know when it may happen, but for the moment, no one is brave enough to come out of the closet as official. I wouldn't support it, but neither would I object to it. We have no right to judge.
It's pretty normal, I think. And it's a trend. A lot of people are coming out. Gay relationships aren't a secret anymore. It's understandable and I support it. Be together as long as you love each other.